What's good, YouTube? Lanny on from here back again once again. And today we are here for, because I've been messing up episode numbers. I think this is 25. I think this is 25. I think 25. I think the last episode was 24. This one's 25. Episode 23 was 24. Was not 24. We need to start making notes again because I stopped making notes after a while. But we're here for episode 25 of our Let's Play of Horizon Forbidden West. In this episode, we will be returning to Moorland in order to build his breathing apparatus, which we'll be using to delve into the ruins underneath Vegas in order to find Poseidon. So hopefully everything goes well. If you like what you see here today, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, ring that bell to get notified of more content coming your way, and let's get it. Let's go and get this compression thingy-mabobber first. Obviously, the faster you swim, the less oxygen you will have. Okay, I'm getting stuck on this. I'm gonna drown because I can't steer properly. That few extra seconds is mighty useful. So let's do this again. Without drowning this time. Okay.
Got the compressed air
Success.
capsule. I should have all the parts to build this thing now. Better get back to Moorland.
I thought we were finally going to get a...
So let's finish our conversation with each of the members of the Moorland's crew.
Moorland mentioned you were shaman.
What? An Osram can't be anything other than a delver, tinker, or drunkard? Okay, sure, we are delvers too, but that is not our main source of income. Mostly, we go town to town, putting on shows.
These shows, what are they? What happens at them?
Tales and spectacle. Moorland's got the technical know-how. Builds all manner of inventions, whirligigs of light and sound, cannons that shoot fire, showers of sparks.
Whirligig is actually a really weird word.
Keeps them enthralled with tales of adventure in the smoothest baritone.
Of course.
Yeah, that.
And you?
Me? Who do you think handles the financials for the whole blasted thing? Those two might have the sparks, but do you think they know their way around shards? No, they don't.
This dream of Moorland's.
Is going to get him killed.
Let's say it doesn't. What happens after he gets the salvage down there?
Then we put on the greatest show the world's ever seen. We'll have special seating, premium ale, the works. Moorland will do his light spectacle thing. Stemmer will get their eyes a-sparkling with his tales, and I'll be selling tickets.
He seems enthusiastic about everything.
It's a nice thought, anyway.
I'll be going.
Finally.
Your friend over there doesn't like me too much. The loud one.
The old bean counter has the personality of a moss-eaten rock. But oh, what a wicked mind for money. And a memory as long as life, or even the smallest debt.
By that, he means he owes me shards. 147, to be exact.
But as sharp as he was in things pecuniary, He had a dull forgetfulness for how many times a certain wordsmith saved his hoary hide.
147. 147.
I love these interactions. They're small,
How did you
they're
end up
nuanced,
following
but
Moreland out here?
they just have
Bright-eyed Moreland
something
held
special
his
about them.
dreams aloft like a burning candle. And where that light went, the hearts of men were sure to follow.
So you admire him?
Admiration is but a gentle fire. It's a spark that delvers and tinkers and rogues alike are sure to warm to.
Okay, guess that answers something.
I guess all of this does kind
I
of
should be on my way.
go over Aloy's head.
So the adventure continues.
Okay, nice to know that the arrows on my back were stuck there.
What can I do
Small
for you,
glitches.
partner?
What's so important down there that you'd risk your life?
Then what if I told you we were delving for the most spectacular treasures ever scribed by man or maid?
I'd say get to the point.
No nonsense. I like it. Behold, an ember.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Well, now, yes, but with a proper spark. These magnificent creations of the old ones paint mesmerizing pictures in the air, and the ruins below us are full of them. A feast for the eyes beyond description. Just as my old Gramps promised me.
How did your grandfather discover these embers?
He was here. 40-odd years ago. He was one of the first to lead a delving party into the West. He discovered the ancient city around us, plumbed the depths of this very structure. He found the hollow underneath and the glowing embers all about. Took as many as he could and brought them home. He always wanted to come back and get more, but, well, he never scraped up the shards. What he really wanted to do was use the embers to put on a show. One unlike the world has ever seen.
Sounds like quite a guy.
He was a true delver and a true showman. And I miss him. But I will do him proud. I will gather the embers and put on a spectacle that would have amazed even him. With your help, of course.
So these embers project images?
Paintings of light. It's amazing stuff. This one showed the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, beckoning all to a buffet of lobster and succulent beefs. I must have watched it about 100 times as a child in my old Gramps' workshop.
What happened to it?
Over time, they die out. I cried the day that this one's light faltered. But there are many more below, as you'll see if you get down there like I did and my old Gramps before me.
So these embers project images?
Paintings of light. This one showed the beckoning all to a buffet.
What happened?
Over time,
Oops, I didn't realize that my stick just kind
I've
of
got everything I need
stop
to
on that
build
one.
the incredible diving mask.
I think diving mask is enough.
I won't quibble. The workbench is all yours.
So now we have the blueprints and the pieces. So one compressed air capsule, one machine kneecap, and one synthetic membrane. We can now craft the diving mask.
Whoa. There's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? I want to get down there and get those embers.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. Like I said, the dancing lights around us changed, turned to sea life. There was this flash of red, and the roar of water surging in.
Wait, a flash of red?
A red light from a spot near the grate on the floor where the water burst through. It was like a beacon.
Or a warning. Thanks. That might help.
I hope it does. And good luck down there.
Okay, time to see if this thing works.
Okay, let's save before anything ridiculous goes down. Because only you can prevent lost save data, so you gotta make sure you save before anything silly goes down. This whole incursion into where Poseidon is gonna take a while. So don't expect us to do this in one go.
So far, so good. I can actually breathe down here.
It's gonna take us a while to get down here. But once we're down here, everything is gonna be pretty easy.
I've never been able to swim this deep before.
And you can see ways of us moving around once the water recedes.
It started right here, more than 30 years ago. Back when this casino was still called the Temple. One big bet turned my fate around. But now, fate's dealt this cruelest hand ever to everyone. I have to turn the lights out one final time. And the waters of my adopted home will at last run dry. Well, if a dream has to die, at least I can say goodbye first.
Stanley Chen. What did he do here?
So that's going to be the person
Must be Poseidon's doing.
the character we're going to have to follow. I do really like how, not just with this quest with Poseidon, but most of the main quests that take us to particular places have us following a particular person from the past to narrate our way through the, not just the environment, but the story of
Poseidon's
what
down
happened.
here somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding.
So Poseidon,
Whoa!
in
Big machine. There's no way I can fight that thing underwater. I'll have to be careful.
so that's a Tide Ripper. You have to be really
It's
careful.
massive. And all of it's encased in a dome.
So let's have a quick sneak peek at, if it will let me scan it again, the Tide Ripper. So the Tide Ripper is a heavyweight acquisition class machine. This large and powerful acquisition machine has filters sediment for resources, whether on land or in water. It weaponizes purge water for devastating attacks. Not something we're going to fight just yet, but if I know game design as much as I do, and I don't know game design at all, but I do know storytelling, we're going to have to fight a Tide Ripper before the day is done. I say the day is done. Before we leave here.
I can send it to my stash.
There's a current.
Door on the other side. The coordinates for Poseidon laid bare. I don't think I can get to it without the machine spotting me. I gotta find a way to deal with it first. Warren said he saw a red light near the floor when the water rushed in. Almost like a warning.
Oh, we are
Some kind of
stuck.
alarm system?
We are stuck. Let's not be stuck. Okay. Now I have to reorientate myself to figure out where we're going. Because I swam too far to this side. This place is absolutely beautiful. But we do have to go this way. Remember this big guy here. They did a lot of good work with this environment, and I really appreciate it. So that should be our red light.
Red light.
Saw it just before Aloy did. So this is how far they managed to get? How did they not run into the Tide Ripper?
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here.
Okay. So let's find our first pump node. So this is where underwater stealth starts to become our friend. Because we cannot fight machines underwater.
More machines down here. I'll have to swim around them. Stick to cover.
So we've got Snapmaws, and we should have,
Machine was born for the cold.
as we have learnt about Snapmaws fairly recently. So the stealth kelp is our friend. Let's just have a look at the map. And plot our course through.
There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node.
Come on, Aloy.
There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for an entire city.
Bringing water to the desert. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a spoiler for my friend Emma. Because she went north.
I can't reach the ledge from here. Maybe there's something I can climb to get out.
Um, there we go. This side. And I decided to go south instead. Because in my head it just seemed smarter to go after Poseidon first. I don't know what it is about going. I mean, the diving mask is useful because we can now go back and go and get all the green shine we want from the sunken caves.
There. One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
Okay, let's mosey. Oh, it is a wet and dreary day today. We have to be very careful of the machines under here.
According to the
fine.
map, the second node should be on the other side of the dome.
And try and find sneaky ways to get in and out of places. Let's have a look to
There's
see.
no light in that tower. Just like at the console I found earlier. That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in?
We'll think about that later. I need to find where that borrow is. I know it's near me. Oh, we're going the wrong way.
It looks like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in.
Can't get in just yet, Aloy. We need to drain all the water first. This is a really big area as well, so we have to be really careful. Even when we drain the water, there's lots of nooks and crannies where the machines could go, but we cannot. Am I in the kelp? Please tell me I'm in the kelp, please. Ooh. Lose interest, please. The other one's coming back. Go away. One thing I would have said is if underwater traversal is such a big thing, or water traversal is such a big thing, they should have given Aloy a way to build a machine or a tool to traverse the water faster. Traversing
Point. Should get me to the second node.
traversing underwater is fine. Being able to traverse underwater now instead of just using it to sneak past machines. But traversing underwater can be very tedious, and they built levels to kind of not maximize that tedium, but it feels like exploring underwater isn't necessarily that fun. I haven't done a lot of it, but it could be more fun if there was ways to do it faster with more ways
Just
of
shut
doing it.
down the secondary node. No more water for the fountains. No more shows. No one left to appreciate them anyway. I'll never forget the city's grand reopening. The fountains had been bone dry for years. No one believed they'd ever return. So, as the first plume arced up in the dome, the music swelling, my heart soared right along with it. The city gave me a second chance once. Now it had one, too.
The domes, the water. He was responsible for all of it.
Kind of cheat my way around that one.
Okay, let's see if that helped. Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station.
So now we have to find our way back. But the way that they design the holograms to kind of mark your pathway is very helpful.
I gotta swim. Fast.
Nah, you're not getting me, B. Way, the rain is coming down. Ow. The fact you followed me all the way here means that you're persistent. And I'm going to kill you first. Oh, I went the wrong way. Did this the first time too. Went the wrong way. Supposed to go towards the tower. Supposed to go towards the tower. Now I got to swim past the freaking machine again. He hit me, but I didn't lose any health. Maybe that's glitched. Possible, I guess. Now there should be two. There should be two Snapmaws. So I have to be careful because there's one, and I can't remember where the other one is in relation to this one. There we go. Easy peasy. Wasn't too difficult.
Okay, let's see where this leads.
There is a lot of stuff around me. Oh wow. And some green shine.
Pry this green shine off carefully.
Open the door.
I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge.
You can get the other two once we drain it. So still on the ledge. I can't remember if I can get up from jumping down once I drain the water. I don't want to be spending 5 minutes trying to look and figure that one out. Okay,
This looks promising.
time to go up.
There should be a console in here. There. Time to dry this place out.
Why this stuff goes up, I don't know. They're just gonna come back down. Would cars do that with the change of pressure? Maybe. Look at the detail on her.
That did it! Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. Poseidon.
Okie dokie dokie. I forgot that data log.
I guess the purge didn't get rid of all of the water.
System shutdown's almost done. Only thing left is to power everything down at the control center. So, I guess this is it. One final walk down the strip, and then it's lights out forever. At least I won't be around to see it destroyed. The Odyssey will be well on its way to Sirius by the time the swarm gets here. Still,
He's a genius.
my last memory of this place will be empty. A city that's already dead.
Stanley Chen was one of them. The Zenith. But he did so much for this place. He doesn't sound like the others.
A small revelation. Don't think it matters too much on anything. I doubt we'll meet Mr. Chen. Or his descendants. Okay. So I am going to have a nose around, find some data points, and then we'll be back for the next episode. Again, another relatively short one, but I want to break this up a little bit so it's easier to digest. And it's easy for me to kind of break things up as well, instead of trying to do longer videos. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll try and get my numbering system back in check. If you liked what you saw here today, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already, ring that bell to get notified of more content coming your way. And I've been your boy, Lion the Ultimate Form, and I will catch you cats later. Peace.